Yeah, 3 minutes.
Don't you have a launch pad thing?
Well, no, I don't. Why?
I'm pretty sure you said you did. But we gotta go then.
I'm coming up here, guys. I'm building. Come up here.
What the fuck?
I'm
Why
sorry.
are you doing that?
Jesus.
Oh my god. That was so fucked.
Funky, I'll play you all day except tonight.
Why'd you go up there? Oh my god, we're not gonna get out of the fucking storm.
Yeah, we will.
Oh my god, we're not gonna get out of the fucking storm.
Oh god, there's oh my god!
You guys are gonna be on my Madden
You're
stream.
the worst.
It's awesome.
Back, oh, I'm dead.
Oh, good job, buddy. Fuck.
Oh fuck, I'm sorry.
That was the worst ever.
Total shameful.
That's like just as bad as me building to the very top and an auto running off and I have to watch that and just
This guy's an idiot.
I got one challenge left. I just gotta get 6 more chests at Risky. This is my last one too. I gotta go tomorrow at work. So I've been training at work from 9 to 4 instead of doing my actual job. So I've been staying late every day. But tomorrow we're having like an off-site retreat, like a team building thing at this bowling alley. That'll be fun. Which is what? Contest. It's not as interesting as I would have thought. But Risky's so far away. Where you wanna go? This way. I bet, honestly, I bet there's gonna be people there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's already this one.
So hey, Ninja won the duos pro-am. You played with Marshmallow, right?
Yeah, probably Marshall was not that bad.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. It was cool to watch. It was cool to watch like all the really good players against each other and like who died early. And... Yeah, I'm sure that. I'm laying at the far building.
Better Adam.
Where are they?
Oh my god, so many people. There's like 4 squads here. Hey, everybody has to see it. Hey, someone else come in, bro. Ah, damn, there's so many people.
At least I got 2 shells.
Yes, I run.
Damn, I shot the best hit of big kill.
I have to drop the slurp. Alright, let's go
I got
somewhere
one
good.
game off. I gotta get to bed.
Done. Alright, that works. Alright, I'll see you on tomorrow. Later.
You want us to get monkey?
Everyone's getting all sad and leaving. I see how it is. I said everybody's getting all sad and leaving. I was just kidding. I was just kidding though. Who's in here now? I can't look.
Jordan and shit.
Alright. The cool dudes. The cool guys. Little duck man.
Oh, you're not playing, Jordan? Oh, it's just me and you. I thought Jordan was in here.
Oh. Just me, you, and the RML fans. I don't think there's anybody on the stream, actually.
Who did you take over your dunker now, right?
Okay. Injuries away from the ball are fucking kind of lame. Like, I mean, I realize they happen. I'm not saying it's like that. Just saying.
Whatever else Shane Ray.
I have no idea.
Dude, he was supposed to be an animal coming out of college, but he really hasn't done much.
Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. God, I put that guy outside so I wouldn't fall for that. And he fucking still cut way inside. That was dumb. That was so dumb. Rumbling, stumbling? Rumbling, stumbling, Romanowski? Jesus Christ. My baby's freaking out. Come on, untouched fucking blitzes. So stupid. I fucking hate that shit.
Oh wow, yep, I'm just watching it now.
Just, do you see it? Just untouched? I hate that shit.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a good blitz though, the edge thing.
That is crazy, not one person could have like stepped in front of him. Ooh, I just got hit that fucking spike track.
It's so corny because watch him. All he does is like back, just drop back like the whole time. I mean, he's just dropping back. So it doesn't matter like what blitz you're doing, what you're doing. He's just constantly dropping back. Tell me if I'm wrong. Is he constantly dropping back or not?
Oh yeah.
Like he's never settled. He's always backing up, right? Like till the second he throws the ball, basically, he's just dropping straight back. That shit's so cheesy that Madden allows you to do that. Yeah, so it doesn't matter what blitz you're doing. It doesn't matter what the fuck you're doing. You're just waiting for the defense to break down, and eventually, if you're gonna drop back like that, the shit's gonna be open, like the deeper routes and stuff. Turf toe will not be able to return. Jesus Christ, dude. His team's like falling apart so bad. So, even on that play, like, he doesn't have to drop back that far, but he's just dropping back the whole time until he throws the ball, basically. And it's not like his fault. So I'm not like bitching about him. I'm just saying that it's bullshit. No fucking quarterback in the NFL. That's why they call it a 3-step drop, a 5-step drop. It's not a fucking drop back until you get a guy open drop.
Yeah, they just, yeah.
Like you shouldn't be able to throw the ball.
Yards, 15
once,
yards.
Yeah, like once you're like past a certain spot, you shouldn't be able to throw the ball accurately. I don't think, unless you stop, completely stop and like push toward like. And I haven't really mastered that whole thing. It's just so corny though. I hate it.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I drop it. But I just did it, basically. Watch. And watch how easy. Like, every time a guy will get open. All you gotta do is just keep dropping straight back. Did you see it? I fucked up, though. And dropped the ball.
Safety came in.
Shit's corny. Look at this shit. This team sucks so bad. Even when I do good shit, this team won't let me do anything. If I get a first down like I just did, they fumble it. If I fuck, they might reverse that.
You were down.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's what
that
I
should
was
be
thinking.
fair.
Like, why? I'm not down.
Is it not? Oh wow. I would challenge that.
Oh god. So the instant sprint out. Come on, man. Jeez, Danny. It's not like he's being pressured or anything.
Yeah. He had no intentions on passing the ball right there.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That's how everybody is now, though.
What? The rollout? The rollout?
Everybody plays like that now.
I know. It's fucking super cheesy.
If they have a best QB, I should do. I can't really do. I mean, I do it more now that I have luck instead of
It's
having
just
Stafford.
super cheesy, dude. Oh, he had that. He had my guy beat. I don't know why he dropped it. Like most of the stuff I get mad at about Madden, I'm just mad at the developers for not fixing, you know? Like, why are they allowing the game to be such garbage? Like, there's got to be able to fix like little problems like that. But they just ignore it.
Do with the muck community. That's what I blame it on now. Played muck for a while. It literally is. It's all the same thing. But you can definitely tell whenever it plays overpowered because it's gonna be running mud like crazy.
Oh yeah, it's like a firestorm. How quick it happens too. It's crazy.
The power of YouTube.
It's just one guy gets beat, okay, you know, and then his next 10 games he fucking goes and runs that play nonstop, and then those 10 people see that play and then they go run it and so forth.
Yep.
God, why won't he catch it? I mean, the guy, his defender's not even fucking turned around. Like, what the fuck, dude? My guy's turned around looking at the ball, both hands on the ball. This guy, not even turned around, making defensive plays, you know? It's just silly.
They're supposed to fix that in this new Madden, supposedly.
I hope so. I just want him to catch it. I mean, if I've got the fucking edge, I mean, if I've got like, if I'm inside the ball on him, ugh, the way that they look really slow sometimes. Looks really weird to me. Where's my face mask? Fuckers. shit. Oh my god. I thought I was gonna miss it.
Yeah, so did I. Wow.
Oh wow.
How did you make that? My kicker would have missed that.
Pretty funny.
Far. Like, you were so far right. I thought it was. Very good.
Oh no. The fuck out of here. Corny ass play. Oh my god, dude. That's funny.
Oh, well. I was hiding in a bush. Alright, I'm gonna get off here. We're gonna play a little bit of Madden.
Alright, Shane. Talk to you later, buddy. Uh-oh. Alright, man. Peace.
We'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep your offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down.
God, look at that guy. It's open.
Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Wide open receiver complete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They're going to look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Fielded at about the 28. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A good pickup there, a 22.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And now here's a carry heading left, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter...
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Watch it now, Barney, let's go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back there, Philly, here we go.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They give him a gain of 38. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this completes to Henry over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Apparently, they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting.
No, Jack, Patriot. Hurry up, hit me.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Single slot.
On play action, they'll throw. His throw caught right around the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney.
And again this time to the tailback. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit. Back there, Philly. Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now McManus will line up for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he loses the football a second time.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And oh, it coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he cuts left, and he's got an alley. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
All right, watch it now, Barney. Good. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now back to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Detroit. No. Jack Patriot. 3-19. 3-19. Good. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And escapes the sack. Fights loose. Now he's flushed out left. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go. Let's go. Back there. Leopard. 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 Good.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be good for a Denver first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Fighting off the defender. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to roam now. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he gets it down to the 32. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Denver, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.